All right, we had to take another break. I had a feeling this one would run long, you guys. Every time I've done, you'll suddenly turn to me and be like, "We'll be on here for 2 hours now, so we should wrap it up." Because you're both
Well,
interesting. You're both
well, it's
interesting.
easy
No,
to talk to you. Like, you're a
long-winded,
lot of fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
unaware. You have no
Um,
self-awareness. So
no, I have so much that I have enough for everyone. So,
thank
Thank
you,
you.
thank you.
We appreciate
um,
that.
yeah, it's hard. It's a hard life. Somebody's got to do it. All right, we're gonna go back to our article that we were getting into the top 10 most freaky car crashes with no survivors. A lot of dark humor, a lot of death today, but it's
A
the
little
way
bit
we
of
are.
Harvey Levin, I
Little
see.
Harvey Levin from TMZ. It
Yep.
was a TMZ report. They didn't show anything about this guy just because he was a celebrity. They had the TMZ report of it.
He was so dead.
Oh, what did he do? Oh, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I was
Whoa.
true. Yeah. Carrollton
Carlton.
bus crash killed 25 kids and two adults returning from Kings Island amusement. I never heard of this. Let's see here. Famously led to renewed support for the MADD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving,
Mm.
in May 14th, 1988. Look at that 80s haircut
Oh,
and shirt.
Yeah.
On I-71 in Kentucky, a pickup truck collided with a school bus filled with 66 members of a church youth group. The group had visited a theme park that day and were on their way home. This doctor looks like a pedo.
Yeah.
Larry, I'm just profiling. Larry Wayne Mahoney had been drinking heavily, and at the time of the accident, he was driving the wrong way on the highway. Tale as old as time.
Well, he's got a
Um,
danger name. Larry Wayne Mahoney.
Anybody that uses all three, especially, and that whole name sounds like he
Serial killer, drunk.
something.
He's in. It's a danger name.
So it's a danger name. It is a danger name if I ever
Mhm.
heard one.
can't believe
Uh,
they interviewed him. No.
I know, right? They're like, sir,
I
how do you
only
feel?
had a couple sips.
um, the collision itself did little damage to the bus. It caused it to erupt in flames. The many passengers scrambled to escape through the rear of the bus, but in the chaos, many were unlucky. They did not have bullet luck that day.
No.
Yeah.
The bus
Well,
driver and 26 children burned to death in the bus, and 34 more were injured. Mahoney served less than 10 years in prison to the
oh,
outrage of many.
Well, yeah. And
Oh,
his defense attorney was like, "Your Honor, he wasn't that drunk.
he's
come
like,
on.
look,
He could have.
Look, he actually drives a little bit better, and he's a little soused." Okay.
yeah, they're like, these are Christians anyhow.
Yeah.
We don't need any of
To be
them.
fair, what's a buzz doing out here this time?
Yeah. What?
Shouldn't they
Your
be?
Honor, what?
Oh, they want a field
What
trip.
kind
Oh,
of parents are these to allow their children?
oh, okay.
Look at
Oh,
that
look
fucking
at that
state trooper.
trooper.
God damn.
That
That
dude just
hat.
looks like he's sweating from the lip
Yeah.
constantly.
He does. He
Yeah.
does. That's
Like
a
he should have
long upper
been.
lip. That's a long upper lip.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's a long travel.
That's a freshly shaved mustache. He's got a mustache
He
mistake.
shaved at 9:30 a.m. and it looked
Yeah.
like that at 2:30.
Yeah.
His wife waited to the fourth day to kiss him, not
No,
because
that's
not because she was being modest. She just couldn't get down there.
she had to take a break in between.
Yeah,
She's like,
yeah.
hold on, I need a drink.
Yeah.
It's like climbing
No.
Everest. You like freeze halfway.
Yeah.
No, that's a terrible tragedy. I'm glad MAD was formed because of that, I guess. But like, it's so
Yeah.
terrible that we
Mad,
just.
Mad was formed in the 70s,
No,
to the best of my recollection.
I thought it was the 80s
No,
because
it was renewed.
Oh,
Like
it
that
says
was
renewed. It says
yeah.
renewed. It
Oh.
created
Yeah,
the
they
future president. It said it created the future president. Whoever must have taken over
I
must
don't
have been the president of it, I guess.
Mhm.
Whatever. But whatever. They weren't doing a good enough job in the 70s, obviously,
Nope.
because you could drink beer when you're 18 in the 70s.
My
So,
friend's father-in-law picked us up from the airport in Minnesota one time, and he was already liquored up to take
oh,
us to a hotel for a wedding. And he was like, until about 15 years ago, they didn't have drug laws up
no,
here.
I
What state
dated.
was that?
Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota.
Oh, well, we were in North Dakota. Yeah, I'm sorry. He was
Look,
like, we have in North Dakota.
there's fast and loose with laws like that all over the place. If road
Yeah.
soda is accepted many
There you
places.
go.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what podcast I told it on, but I used to, and all my exes have horrible stories. They're not, that's why they're exes. But I dated my high school ex. His mom was the school bus driver, and that bitch would fill up a vodka cran in her tumbler every day before she would go to work. I'm like, I get it to have to deal with kids, but also,
Yeah.
all right. Number one, the 1955 Le Mans disaster. Now, I did not know anything about this history's deadliest crash. Called the worst motorsports accident in history and one of the deadliest vehicular accidents of all time, the Le Mans disaster is almost an unimaginable tragedy. On June 11th, 1955, during the 24 hours of Le Mans race, the specifics of the crash have been detailed again and again, broken down into second by second steps, but it is important. All it is important here is two race cars collided, sending one into a crowd of spectators.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've never seen the video of it.
Okay. Pieces of the car broke apart, flew into the crowd, killing an astounding 83 people and injuring as many as 178 others. One particular piece of ghoulish detail is that the car's hood, having detached from the car's body, flew off into the crowd, spinning. It was precisely at neck level and sped along, decapitating tightly jammed spectators like a guillotine.
That is some fucking Final Destination shit.
That's
Man.
Final
100%, yep.
Destination. That
Holy
is, I just
God.
got chills again from head to toe. That is, I still have the chills.
That's why you don't watch that live, man.
I mean, look, that's especially
You
with
go to a
older,
basketball game. There's a loose ball foul.
loose
Loose
ball.
ball. You go out and they jump out in the crowd. Boom. You just maybe Kevin Durant falls on you.
You
right?
get an elbow. Maybe you take an elbow to the
Yeah,
fucking
something.
kisser.
Your camera gets fucked up.
Yeah.
Here, you're getting decapitated by a flying hood.
A heavy ass 1955 Roadster
Yeah.
hood.
This is
Mhm.
not fiberglass.
This is not a Toyota Tercel.
That's British steel, baby. Yeah, there's no Tercel in here.
No.
God
God
okay.
damn.
All right.
That is
you-
awesome.
you
I mean, not
win.
awesome, but
You win, internet article.
yeah.
I did not expect that in the least.
Again, you got to tell somebody about that the next day because
Yeah.
this is 1955. There's no internet.
You know,
There's no-
if you're going into the afterlife though, and like you're comparing notes about how you got there, all those people who got decapitated will be like, "Hold
Yeah.
my beer, motherfucker! I got
No.
something for you."
Yeah.
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 Like, wait a minute. It was a cold day in 1955.
I would be like this. Hold my head.
Lamont-
I got something to tell you.
You
Everybody's
would've.
Carrying their own fucking melon through the gates.
Fuck that, dude. I mean, look again. That's not.
Look,
I don't-
Somebody's looking out from the outside. Like, did they bring the fucking guillotine back? What the
Yeah.
fuck just happened here?
And think about it. Those 37 people, whoever was standing there that happened to, they picked that
Yeah.
way to go out. If what I say is true,
yeah, that's true.
they were like, cut my head off at the racetrack. That's my
You know,
favorite place on earth.
I know a lot
I just
of
want to die at the racetrack.
I know a lot of
love it
race
here.
fans, and I can see that actually
They live
happening.
and bleed it. They live and bleed it.
Yeah.
I get it.
We're in NASCAR country, and I know half these fucking hillbillies here would just love it.
Let me ask you a question. How fucked up do you think it would be to have to like go figure out whose head was whose
No, they didn't have the
Yeah.
modern technology we have now. They didn't have dental records like we have
Yeah.
now.
Oh, they're going like, all right, that looks like it could be his head.
you're gonna have to
They're like,
Lego that, yeah.
You're like, that's a
Do you think
lady's
they-
body.
Do you think they switched him up on purpose
Dude,
for a little bit
the
of
lazy
my
version,
a little bit of humor?
the lazy version is you go digging through pockets and pulling out driver's license and then looking at fucking severed heads. Like,
Yeah.
that's
yeah.
That's a smart way. The
Yeah.
fun
Yeah.
way. The fun, more puzzle way.
Yeah.
the puzzle,
It's like
yeah.
holding one up and having somebody else hold the torso, and you're like, does it fit?
And you just know there was some fucking prankster there who did that and put like a black dude's head on a white body.
Well, that's what I'm
Especially-
saying. The woman's head on the
Yeah.
dude. It's
Yeah.
all
After they laid them all down and had to like
yeah.
come back later and like look at the crime scene and go, all right, who put the baby's body on the dad's
Yeah.
head? Or
Yeah, which one of you Weisenheimers?
Which one of you
Yeah.
jokesters? All right. Guys, this has been so fun. I know you said you had one more car crash. If you want to tell it on air, I got a couple minutes left.
You got one you can tell on air. It's really good.
Yeah, I
And I'll-
totally forgot about this.
I just wanted to tell you one of mine off air after
Okay,
right
all
after
fine,
this.
fair.
This is a really quick story, but it was like maybe my first
It was a
year.
happy-go-lucky story as well.
I thought you were gonna say it was tonight, just like tonight.
Tonight, just like tonight. It was actually the
Large Marge ended up sending him is what this all turns into. Yeah.
she fell off a building. No, it was like the middle of the day actually. I get a phone call about this guy in my offices. These are like reports. We're hearing on a police scanner.
And you were
About-
a reporter at the time.
Right, like
you
my
was
first year.
the
Yeah.
crime reporter.
Well, yeah, but it was my first year, and I just happened to be in the area. And this car is like shooting at people. Right, it's going all through. It's gone through several counties, shooting at people that come up beside it. Like
Okay, just drive-bys, just
or
random.
just well, not necessarily driving,
Like
like
of other cars,
cars on the road,
yeah.
indiscriminately firing a gun out while they're driving.
Okay.
An old-fashioned freeway shooter.
Form of a drive-by, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah. So he's hit somebody already, but I don't think they weren't too severely injured, but he's driving as fast as he can, shooting, right? So I figure out like kind of the area that he's coming through, right? And trying to figure out like they said there was a police chase happening, so I was trying to figure out like roughly where it's going to be if I can kind of
basically flying blind just by your knowledge of the area and the seat of your pants.
Right. I get to this intersection of a road, and as I'm coming up to the intersection, I see this car fly by, and I see all these cop cars fly by, right? And probably like 50 yards on that road, this car turns down this like dirt road and pulls in, and all the cops following, right? And the next thing I hear is gunfire.
Okay.
So this guy got out of his car and fired his gun at the police, and of course they had their snipers, whatever, and they shot him and killed him.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, well, if I'd been like a minute earlier or two, I would have been right there in front of this guy, and then who knows what would have happened there.
Gotten fucking sniped.
Yeah, your car would have had a few extra decorations on it.
Well, it turns out, so where I worked was probably I don't know. It was a while away from. I didn't live in the.
You're
the
an
town,
entire county away.
a county away from where I live.
Okay.
I get home that night and I find out that one of the people
from me,
the person who shot the guy who was the prime shooter was my neighbor who lived like right across the street, who actually worked in that county as a deputy.
Oh.
And so both of us just happened to be, in this weird situation inadvertently, and I don't know, it was really surreal, weird timing.
County.
Yeah, it was very odd.
Yeah.
And you have to wonder about things like that at the end of the day.
Yeah, because he was firing at like, I know he fired close to where one of our photographers was, who was like back on another street from it. But yeah, who knows?
Stray
who knows
bullets.
what would happen? Yeah,
just stray bullets. And like just like your story, it's very similar to the bullet luck. Stray bullets, one of the most dangerous things. You guys know that as well as I do. Could kill anybody, could graze anybody that's not expecting it and take them out. And neither of you died those days.
No, unfortunately for some people.
Yeah.
I don't think you're going out from a stray bullet. I don't think that's how you go. I don't think I go out from a car crash. I don't think that's how I go out.
I'm starting to rethink the decapitation of a, race car.
The race car.
It's not bad.
It sounds cool. It sounds cool as fuck.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm so sick. I would like to witness that. I would like to be there.
I will say this: if you ever hear, it sounds like there's a bunch of angry hornets zipping past, like you're hearing, you're getting shot at. Just to let you know that.
Yeah,
angry hornets.
That's what it sounds like when medium caliber bullets,
like Charlotte Hornets.
That came from other instances, but just for the public's sake.
We're gonna put a PSA up. This is a PSA on this episode.
You get shot at. It sounds like angry hornet. If you don't hear the pop, you're still getting shot at.
So John, you have you talked about the patterns earlier of recognizing the. How did you say it earlier? Seeing those patterns and creating more of them.
Right. Yeah. Like so.
So then
this comes into your web analogy, which is perfect.
So what's your takeaway from your neighbor and you ending up there and both not getting killed that night? Is that your takeaway of like your pattern recognition?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it was perhaps that was it. Maybe it was a reflection. Like I've never really thought about what would have happened if like he had been shot and that day, or I had been shot and he, you know what I mean? So, and I never really talked to him about that either. It just sort of happened and then it's gone.
That was two things that happened to you guys.
We had another thing happen to us.
Also with cars.
Yeah.
All
But
right. We need to do another episode here,
Yeah.
boys.
Yeah.
Just
That
saying.
was
Well, I was there for that one, so it was interesting.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well,
But
I mean,
you know, I
We
think
we're always up to hang out with you. So
yeah,
if you ever
no.
want to do more episodes sometime, just let us know.
I'm everybody I've had on, I will have back on at some point, especially if they have another story or a related story or a future synchronicity that happens or a pattern that you pick up. Now, you tell me you have another story about the same guy, the same neighbor. You have another
Mhm.
story. There's
Right.
something there. There's something in your pattern that you're either not noticing or you need to notice or something there. I don't know what it is. I
I
don't know what it is.
I
That's the
feel
fun
like
part.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of know what it is, but it's hard to really get into. And
Yeah, in 30
yeah,
seconds
now,
or
yeah,
whatever
30 seconds.
until we hang up here. Well then we're definitely gonna have you back on. I might do you guys, I don't know. I like you together. You're the
No,
first
I think
together guests.
I think separate would be interesting too,
Yeah, we
because I
could
think there's a different, we have
you
much,
both have your own.
yeah, we have different
Yeah.
vibes on it. But either way, I'm down
We'll talk
anytime.
about it. We'll talk
We
about it
love you.
and
You're the best.
And we'll get,
you bring me a story about your weird neighbor and
yeah.
and yeah, I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon.
All
All
right.
right.
Thanks.
Thanks for coming on.
All right. Bye.
Peace out.